Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, an interesting locomotive has arrived. I was going to do an unboxing, but it was the box was absolutely full of styrofoam peanuts. So, like I've said in the past, it's just easier to do it this way. Anyway, Lionel 8633 442 locomotive. Now, I found this on eBay, and the guy listed it as a DC locomotive. Of course, I was interested in it. Anyway, it was on eBay for about 2 weeks, and of course, nobody bid on it because it was listed as DC. So I contacted the guy, made him an offer, 20 bucks. He accepted. Here it is. Now, the interesting thing about this is when I took it out of the box and put it on the rail, it is not a DC locomotive. It is an electronic AC locomotive with smoke and a 3-position working E-unit, electronic E-unit. So anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. As you can see, it is in really, really decent condition. It's got a bit of paint trauma here and a couple spots on the other side. As you can see, but other than that, the locomotive itself is just in spectacular condition. 2 green markers on the front, working headlight, working smoke unit, working E-unit. So it was definitely worth the 20 bucks. I see these things selling for 40, 50, 60 bucks. Anyway, like I said, the guy listed it as DC, so no one was interested in it. So let's turn the power on. Take this around. Like I said, it's got an electronic E-unit. So as you see, you turn the power on and it's in neutral. Headlight comes on, makes no sound, no buzzing, no noise at all. This is an electronic E-unit. So turn the power off, cycle it again. It goes reverse, puff of smoke. Turn the power on again, in neutral, and now forward. As you see. And it is smoking. You can't really see the smoke in video very well, but I put a few drops of oil in it. As you see, it is definitely smoking. Or maybe you can't see it, I don't know. I can see that it's smoking. And this is running just absolutely splendidly. So it was definitely worth the 20 bucks. There's no doubt about that. The thing is in really, really decent condition. Except for a couple of spots on the paint, it looks new. Running just absolutely perfectly. Anyway, it was definitely worth the 20 bucks. There's no doubt about that. As you can see, that's running really, really well. So we'll bring it up here. We'll stop it. In neutral again, of course. And now reverse. So I bought this, of course, to convert it to AC, but as you see, that's not going to be necessary, as this is an electronic locomotive. So it has an electronic E-unit, it has a CAN motor in it, which is very probably why the guy thought it was a DC locomotive. But it is not, and it is running just absolutely splendidly. And it is smoking even as we speak. I put about 4 drops of smoke fluid in this. Generally mineral oil, of course. So I was really surprised when I took it out of the box and put it on the rail to discover that it was in fact actually an AC locomotive. So I'll touch up a couple spots on that paint. That's it. I don't have to do anything to this at all. 20 bucks. Of course, I was the only bidder because no one was even interested in this. You know, the guy had it listed as a DC locomotive. It was on there for, I don't know, probably 2 weeks with no bidders at all. And running just absolutely splendidly. I haven't done anything to it at all except put power to it. Nothing. And a few drops of mineral oil, of course. So I'm happy with it. I was really surprised that he had listed this as an AC or as a DC locomotive. And of course, that's why no one bought it. So I'll touch up the couple of spots on this paint. This is all die cast. This isn't plastic. So 4-wheel front truck and a 2-wheel rear truck. So definitely worth $20. Like I said, I got to touch up the paint on this side, as you see. So a bit of paint wear there and a couple of spots on the top. And that is it. I haven't had to do anything to this locomotive at all. Even the light bulb is working, as you see. So in neutral, cycle it again, goes in reverse. Neutral, cycle it again, and it goes forward. And this is running just absolutely splendidly. Now this had been sitting for a while, years in fact, from the oxide on the wheel. But it's in really, really decent condition. It was definitely worth $20. There's no doubt about that. So I was quite pleased when I put it on the rail and discovered that I don't have to convert it to DC or convert it to AC. This is running really, really well. Electronic E-unit, smoke unit, 442 locomotive for 20 bucks. Really difficult to beat that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. It was definitely worth what I paid for it. And like I said, the guy shot himself in the foot by advertising that it was a DC locomotive because no one bid on it. Like I said, it was on there for, I don't know, about 2 weeks, something like that. So I contacted the guy, made him an offer, 20 bucks. He accepted, and here it is. So I'm more than pleased with this. It's in really, really decent shape, except for these spots in the paint. It looks virtually new. Like I said, die cast, 442 with smoke and an electronic E-unit. Really difficult to beat that. So it's in neutral. As you see, the light is on. Cycle it again, goes in reverse. Neutral and forward. So the thing's running just absolutely splendidly. No problems with this at all. 20 bucks and I was the only bidder. Well, it wasn't even a bid. I just offered the guy 20 bucks for it and he accepted. And it had about, I don't know, 18 hours to go before the auction ended. And like I said, it had been on there for 2 weeks and no one bid on it because he had it listed as a DC only locomotive. I have no idea why. The only thing I can think of is that he saw that it had a can motor and he assumed it was a DC locomotive. But as you see, that's pulling that just absolutely splendidly. It runs nice, it looks good, it's complete. Best of all, it was cheap. I see these things 40, 50, 60 bucks. More than that sometimes. And I didn't have to do anything to it except put it on the rail. Like I said, I'll just touch up the paint on the top and those couple spots on the side, and this locomotive looks virtually new. As you can tell, it is in really, really decent condition. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. You know, I was going to say, don't overlook the DC locomotives. And I even bought a new supply of diodes, thinking that I would have to convert this when I took it out of the box. So the very first test, it took off running, just absolutely amazing. Lionel 8633 442 locomotive, 20 bucks on eBay, and of course I was the only bidder. Really difficult to beat that. Really pleased with this. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Like I said, I was going to do an unboxing, but dealing with styrofoam peanuts is just much easier to do it this way. So I just want to do a quick video on this locomotive. As I stressed, don't overlook the junk and don't overlook the DC locomotives. Now this isn't a DC locomotive, but the guy who's selling it thought it was, and that's how he had it listed. So I've been actively searching for DC locomotives for this very reason. You can get them cheap, 20 bucks, and no one else even bid on it after 2 weeks. So I made the guy an offer, he accepted. Here it is, up and running. I've done nothing to this except put 4 drops of mineral oil in the smoker to test it. So neutral, reverse, neutral, forward, running absolutely perfectly. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. I'll get the paint touched up, lubricated. I've done nothing to this at all, and I'll do a follow-up video. But as you can see, this was worth $20. No doubt about that at all. It runs just absolutely splendidly. And it's a smoker. Electronic E-unit, and everything is working. So, a few spots in the paint to touch up, and this is going to be a splendid, absolutely splendid addition to the collection. So Lionel 8633 442 locomotive. Guy listed it as DC only, and of course he was wrong. So just want to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.